Have you ever felt like God is silent? You pray, but the heavens feel quiet. You seek, but the answers don't come. You try to hold on to faith, but everything around you whispers, "You're alone." It's easy to believe God is near when life is good, when the sun is shining, doors are opening, and your heart is full. But what about the valley? What about the moments when you feel forgotten, small, invisible? What if the silence isn't absence, but a sacred space where something deeper is being formed? Because the same God who stood with you on the mountaintop is walking with you right now through your lowest valley. Stay with me to the end, because what you're about to hear may change how you see the silence forever.
So often, we mistake silence for distance. But in the valley, in the waiting, the aching, the wondering, God is doing a deeper work. The Bible is full of these quiet places. David, before the throne, was a shepherd in the shadows. Elijah, fresh from calling down fire, collapsed under a tree, begging God to take his life. And yet, it was in a whisper, not the wind or fire, that God spoke to him. Maybe the valley isn't punishment. Maybe it's preparation. Maybe it's where your roots go deep enough to hold what God is building next.
Have you ever felt lost amidst life's mountain ranges? Those daunting heights where challenges seem to proliferate and the path grows obscure? Or perhaps you found yourself in profound valleys during times of sorrow, loss, or utter depletion, where hope dwindles into the darkness. Life is a whirlwind of highs and lows, a constant flux between exuberant peaks and profound abysses. And amidst this journey, a fundamental question arises. Who remains constant amidst this dynamism? Who is the God who inhabits our mountains and valleys? We often seek answers in auspicious circumstances, during the peaks of joy and prosperity. It is easy to have faith when all flows as we desire, when life appears a smooth and unobstructed path. But what happens when storms gather? What happens when mountains loom large and valleys deepen? It is during these challenging moments that the true nature of God is revealed. In these trials, we discover the steadfastness of His presence, the security of His love, and the strength of His faithfulness. He is not a distant God who hides when things become difficult. He is the God of the mountains and the valleys, the God who is with us regardless of the circumstances, in every step of our journey. Prepare your heart for a journey into introspection, a profound exploration of the nature of God, His transformative power, and His promise to be with us in all moments.
It's easy to envision God as a king atop a mountain, overseeing His dominion. And indeed, He is sovereign, mighty, and all-knowing. Yet simultaneously, He bends down toward the valleys, embracing the frailties, sorrows, and laments of humanity. Consider David, a young shepherd who confronted the giant Goliath. David possessed no sword, armor, nor army, only his faith in God. Picture yourself in a similar circumstance where adversity seems insurmountable and hope dwindles. In moments such as these, the presence of God becomes more potent than any fortress. God does not abandon us in our moments of vulnerability. He does not merely perceive us as victors during times of prosperity. He empathizes with our tears, shares in our fears, and shelters us in our moments of distress. Recall the story of the prophet Elijah, who felt utterly desolate and drained after a series of persecutions. He fled to a desolate place, seeking solace in a cave. Yet even there, God revealed himself to Elijah not with thunderous roars or blinding lightning, but with a gentle murmur, a soft breeze that brought him comfort and renewal. Contemplate the moments when you felt most vulnerable, most fragile, most lost. Looking back, can you perceive the presence of God even amidst the storm? Perhaps it was a word of comfort from a friend, a glimmer of hope in the midst of despair, or simply the comforting feeling of not being alone. This gentle presence, this subtle strength, is the manifestation of God in the valleys of our lives.
If this message is touching your heart right now, imagine how much deeper your prayer life could go. Discover the secrets to powerful, consistent prayer and true connection with God. Click the link below and get your copy of Walking with God, a guide to a life of constant prayer. It's time to pray with purpose.
It's as if throughout this journey, we've been scaling a mountain. At first, the ascent seemed steep and daunting, with doubts and fears hovering like clouds above us. But as we neared the summit, the vista broadened, unveiling landscapes of hope and promise. We realized that the hardships were not insurmountable obstacles, but stepping stones leading us closer to God. The ascent, however, is not merely about overcoming challenges. It also involves descending into the valleys, for life is a cycle of highs and lows, of moments of triumph and vulnerability. It is in the depths of the valley that we learn to recognize the gentle voice of God, to feel His comforting embrace, and to find the strength to move forward. In that valley, where hope seems to dwindle, we learn that the presence of God is not contingent upon our elevation, but rather upon the disposition of our hearts to receive Him. He walks with us through every stage of our journey, guiding, sustaining, and restoring us. Contemplating these discoveries deepens and enriches our understanding of the divine nature. I envision God not as an aloof and impersonal entity, but as a loving Father, ever present, who empathizes with our vulnerabilities and guides us toward enlightenment. Imagine for a moment the immensity of the night sky, studded with millions of stars, each star a distant point of light, yet each one equally significant, equally connected to that boundless expanse. Thus is God, present in every corner of the universe, in every human being, in every mountain and valley of our existence.
He is not a God confined by circumstance, height, or depth. He transcends the boundaries of space and time, encompassing the entirety of creation.
His greatness lies in His ability to embrace us at every stage of our journey with the same tenderness and strength. If at any point you feel lost in the mountains of life, remember, God is there, guiding your steps. If tears accumulate in the valleys of sorrow, know God is present, wiping them away with the cloth of His compassion. True wisdom lies in acknowledging your ever-present presence, in surrendering to your guidance, and in placing unwavering trust in your faithfulness, regardless of the terrain life presents to us. The true exercise of faith begins now, in recognizing that God is the God of mountains and valleys, the God who walks beside us, ever constant in every step of our journey.
You don't have to feel Him to know He's near. You don't have to hear His voice to know He's speaking through the stillness. And you don't have to be on the mountain to be held by grace. God is still God in the valley, in the questions, in the tears. In the moments when your strength feels like it's slipping away. This season may feel silent, but it is not empty. He is forming you, not forgetting you. He is walking with you, not walking away. If this touched your heart, type in the comments, God, I will trust you, even in the valley. And if you know someone who's walking through a hard season, share this with them, because no one should walk through the valley thinking they're alone. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay with us for more messages of hope, healing, and faith. You're not forgotten. You're not alone. God is with you, always.